all set to go here at Nashville in Tennessee. The green light is moments away, and we will be underway for the third year at this amazing circuit. Good evening to you wherever you are in the world, and welcome to what is now a sunny Nashville. And with a track that will change in the future, it's the last time we're going to have it at this amazing venue. Broadway awaits us in 12 months' time when Nashville will become the season finale to this incredible campaign. Alongside me in the commentary box, awaiting the green flag for this first session, is Josh T and Omi. Our pictures will be here as well as a driver track in a second, once the systems start behaving themselves, because as per usual, they don't. Let's say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, to Josh T and Omi. Starting with you, Josh T. Hello and welcome.
Hello. Yep, I've heard about the new changes to the 2024 IndyCar Nashville circuit. One question is, I haven't seen the layout. Does it still include the bridge or not?
It does indeed. No. It does.
Oh, it does.
It does. It will indeed include the bridge. So basically what's happening is, you see the layout now, it becomes more of a square. So instead of the twiddly bit at the top of the hill there, it's the bridge, but now it goes looping back onto itself with a hairpin. So it is pretty much still the same as far as I can tell. Let's go down to Dylan Welch, who is in the pit lane as we wait the green light.
A good race for this team last year. Christian started third, finished eighth on debut here at Nashville. And so that kind of presents a problem for this team today. They were so good here last year, but we've talked about how much better and how much learning has gone into this season for the Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan group. So today they're trying to decide what direction they want to go. Do they want to utilize the setup and information they had last year, or do they want to go more the direction that the team is trending with the data that they've learned and gathered as they try to improve on the street courses? So they're going to try a little bit of both and see what works best for the 45, Kevin.
Dylan, in Nashville, Tennessee, we need to start off early in the show talking about the hometown guy, Joseph Newgarden. But even if we weren't in Nashville, we probably should be talking about Joseph Newgarden, who had a dominant weekend 2 weeks ago, sweeping at Iowa to get back in the championship, now within 80. He's won the last 5 oval races. It has been over a year since he's won on a non-oval at Road America, so that's what's next on his list. They feel pretty good about the package here. They've been quick, all 3 cars last year, so that's where they're going to start with. And as far as the championship is concerned, yes, it's going to take a lot, so we're going to take big swings at it. And we know we need to get a little bit of luck with Alex Palou, plus 80 at this point, but it is not done as far as Joseph Newgarden is concerned. And as we all know, a lot out of the ordinary can happen here in Nashville.
We are underway with the green light heading out, and an hour and 15 minutes of running is go. Joseph Newgarden followed by Scott Dixon as they come over the bridge into the tricky little section as well, where we saw many a crashes and many a red flag being brought in. There's Stuart McCorton, Joseph Newgarden and Mark Hexel as well. The Joseph Newgarden Day officially proclaimed here as July 31st, 2023. The boy from Nashville who won the Indy 500 this year. I think Omi as well, a nice day. Where were you on the first ever Joseph Newgarden Day 5 days ago?
Gotta check the day quickly.
I think it was
Monday, right?
Yeah, Monday. Yeah.
What was I up to? WR commentary. There we go.
I don't think I did anything. Grid Encore. Yeah, I hosted Grid Encore. That's about it. I think coming into...
I was doing Tier 3, I think. I was doing Tier 3 in WR that day.
Yes, yeah. I think you were, actually, yeah. So, this is the longest name on the calendar, by the way, the Big Machine Music City Grand Prix. So much so that, literally, we couldn't fit it in the YouTube banner. So, it's now the Music City GP, practice one watch along, because the Music City, the IndyCar 2023, round 13, hashtag Music City Grand Prix, Big Machine Music City Grand Prix, practice one watch along, was 101 characters. So that's the first time that's happened. So we had to trim it down, if you're wondering why there's such a long name between them. Cars coming back into the pit lane then, just to complete orientation as well, make sure everything is okay. They'll come in, and then the session officially gets launched. And we'll be hearing from people in and around the pit lane throughout the next hour and 15 minutes. Now, fingers crossed, the plan is to commentate on all the sessions this weekend without having to use IndyCar radio, with it being Nashville. Tomorrow, 4:40 British Summer Time. You can join us for the second part of the race. That's immediately after Moto E's conclusion. However, there is a lot of rain going to be in the UK at the British Grand Prix for MotoGP at Silverstone as Storm Anthony approaches us here in the UK. So we might be delayed with the MotoGP, which means practice 2 tomorrow might be in the company of the IndyCar radio team with the timing towers as well. And also that will air on YouTube if that is the case. But hopefully everyone on Twitch can join us for the full shebang this weekend. But we will still be here for the race. That's on 5 p.m. at Sunday. We're on air at 5 p.m. Race starts then and ends at 8, or practically clear your schedule because we could be here all night with Nashville. Numerous red flag attempts as well could come into the path, so it's always going to be fun. Josh T, you've been in the comms box, I think, for both the Nashville races now. I believe. Certainly last year.
I would like to say
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you have. And if we remember what happened in previous years, take a look to 2021 at Nashville, the first time we raced here.
That was perfect timing.
It was. This was the Joseph Newgarden situation he got himself into. He was being chased down by Romain Grosjean. He ended up finishing on the podium in 3rd place that day behind Scott Dixon and Marcus Ericsson, the race winner. But Marcus Ericsson, who won the first event here, was up in the air at one point, wasn't he, if you remember? He went over the back of Sebastian Bourdais.
Yes, he was, and I've had a look, and I don't think I was in the 2021.
Oh, really? Oh, who was it then? Was it just me and Megan? Surely
Just
not.
you and Megan.
Wow. Okay, that's a surprise by me. I thought you were there. Definitely, though, in that case, race 2 last year you were there because Matthew Owens joined us in the commentary box for that one. And
Yes, I was definitely there last year, but I think Nashville in 2021 was at a point where I was a part of the team, but I hadn't moved over to IndyCar yet. Because I think I moved over to IndyCar either last race of 21 or 22.
We'll have to go back and have a look in the archives. I can't quite remember. I definitely remember a 21 race where it went all night with Matthew Owens. We'll double check on that. But yeah, either way. Omi, first time though, as you've come to grips with IndyCar throughout this season as well. Have you looked back at any of the Nashville drama, as we keep telling you? Because it is literally just a demolition derby.
Absolutely not. And I don't get to even watch this year, and I don't even get to watch this year's one.
No, because you're commentating, aren't you?
Commentary this week. So very, very unfortunate. I don't get to watch it, but I guess I'm gonna have to catch up some way, somehow. So
Do it.
we'll see how. We'll see how it goes.
Megan will be with me in the comms box on Sunday, and Josh T will be there, and Omi will be busy. So I don't actually know who's joining us in the box on Sunday. Joshua Smith's on the YouTube chat. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are in the world. He says, good evening, Joshua. So good evening. Nashville was easily the best race of 2021. So much drama in that race with like 8 caution flags and 2 red flags. It was indeed. And I think that year in 2021 for IndyCar, we covered some live and some in highlights because we were still a bit restricted what we could do. Then from 2022, we did them all live. We have done them all live since, which always gets confusing. And yeah, and Nashville was confusing. And last year we had, 3 red flags at one point as well, and Hertz calls them, a lot of them as well. So it's always the fun part as the drivers. Go on.
I just keep remembering the Indy 500 when we had an Australia style ending to that one.
God, that got bad. Plus a rain delay last year as well. Oh, I forgot about the rain delay. That's why it was so much later, wasn't it, last year?
Yes.
Yeah, went over midnight. Megan was not happy. with having to call it because it kept getting stopped last year because of the rain, didn't it? It got too bad at one point. Because
it's not in a 2021 IndyCar race.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a surprise. He's going to in the pits. He's got.
So let's talk about last year for you and the laps that you got, the experience you got at the front of the field. How do you feel about this year, having a full year's worth of experience under your belt?
Yeah, I'm super excited, especially here in an Andretti Autosport car. Last year it was potentially our most competitive weekend. We were running kind of in the top 5 range for a long time in the race, and it seemed like we were certain for a top 5 finish until an incident happened last year. So I'm excited. It just felt good to get that one install lap in. It excites me like so much, and I just want to go out there and drive, but it's just not the strategy thing to do here. You kind of want to sit a little bit and let the track rubber in, let some of the rookies go out, use their extra set of tires, and then we'll get into some real running.
Are you excited to be here specifically, or just back on a street course in general? The Andretti cars have been so good there this year.
I think here specifically as well, you know, obviously street courses because we've been just phenomenally fast on all the street courses, but here too because I feel like I kind of want to redeem myself, and I know that this is going to be one that we are going to thrive at, and given the 2021 results of the team when they were super fast, and last year where they were super fast, they really didn't get it. I think third time's a charm for Andretti Autosport, where we're actually going to be right there at the front, I think, the entire weekend.
A lot of optimism for Andretti Autosport and Kyle Kirkwood, Kevin.
As there should be. So let's talk to another Andretti Autosport driver who's been really fast here and all the street courses. Do you come with what you have? What's the level of optimism coming into this one?
I mean, we've always had great cars here the past 2 years, so hopefully we kind of piggyback on that and keep moving it forward. So yeah, it's an interesting place. It's a challenging one. A lot of different types of corners, and you really need a good balance on that race car, especially with all the bumps under braking. So should be an interesting weekend for us, but I'm feeling confident.
Now, as someone that's really fast, you would like just a straightforward, normal kind of weekend. That's generally not what we get in a street race. So what is the level of trepidation of just hoping that things do stay normal instead of becoming chaos?
I don't think there's anything that we can probably do about that. The restart zone has been moved, so hopefully that helps a little bit with some of the chaos that we've seen before. I'm not sure if it will, but we will try and see. And this is always a crazy one. You know, it's always a fun one for the fans to watch because you never know what's going to happen in this race. You know, last year I think we were full lap down in 25th place on lap like 30, and we ended up finishing 5th. So it's good and bad, but if you're fast, you really don't want anything too crazy to happen.
Restart zone now will start before like turn 10, turn 11, back on the
We'll leave
short
with
main
NBC for
straightaway.
just 2 minutes.
So we talk a lot about Joseph being the hometown guy. You live here now. Are you ready to start sharing some hometown hosting duties? And with that, I keep seeing these floating around. So are you ready to be the host?
I'm going to buy a taser for Sunday night because people have been inviting everybody to my house, and I don't even know about anything that's going on. So do not come to my house Sunday night, please.
Okay, we're looking forward to coming to Colton's house on Sunday night. There you go.
That went over with great popularity.
Huh.
Colton.
Was that?
Got to work on his local hospitality charm.
I think I see a little bit of brake fire coming out of this 06. Those rotors are glowing, and he's not going very fast. There's some smoke coming off the car. I just saw into turn 1 there.
So they're betting brakes. Elio told me this before the session started, just to not be aware why he's not running very well. But this is a process that they want to really get. And I think you'll be able to explain this better. And I was kind of asked around, and you don't normally have to bet in the brakes when they've made a change, but they've decided that they'd like to go ahead and do this.
Well, Kev, if you'd let them know that they're nicely bet in now. In fact,
they
are
heated.
on fire.
They're baked
currently.
in. I don't think that's exactly how you're supposed to do it. That's 2 wheels now that we've seen on fire. He should probably speed up a little bit, get some air to those things.
Well, I wonder if they've, in the process of trying to make sure they're bed in, they've taped up the ducts too much and over-temped the back. But the front also was on fire, too. Not a great sign.
Once again, Elio Castro-Neves has a different teammate. We, again, say hi to Simon Pagenaud and wish you a continued and speedy recovery, Simon. This 4-time Indianapolis 500 winner is going to have a rookie teammate this weekend in the 2022 Indy Next Series champion Linus Lundqvist in the Carries Country Sirius XM entry. There is a lot of people pleased to see this young Swedish driver finally get a go in an IndyCar.
Huge opportunity, well deserved, but frankly, I'm surprised. This is a very, very difficult situation to make your IndyCar debut on a street circuit. I mentioned the lack of sim time that's available with the track model. And for Linus Lundqvist, this is a baptism by fire. Hopefully not a baptism by brake fire like his teammate. But I'm a little surprised.
Well, let's see if it is a fire to begin with as well. Just had to dive in. It was my... basically, just got a video from my sister of the walkie-talkies I brought my nephew. And he's laughing like crazy with them as well. I know. He's laughing like crazy. He loves them. So that was brilliant. So, across the board then, this is Linus Lundqvist, who makes his debut in IndyCar this weekend, replacing once again Simon Pagenaud, who he's got concussion-like symptoms, as you might have heard NBC talking about. So he is not racing for the 5th race running. Lundqvist has had a previous experience here. He won the opener Indy NXT when it was Indy Lights back in 2021. So he knows the track. It should be good. As we reported on the Grid Tonight show as well on the Grid Network a few days ago, he should be quite a good contender. But I asked the same question, and I suppose Josh and Omi, I'll ask the same to you as well. Simon Pagenaud, is it getting more and more of a worry that he's missing 5 races running and it's concussion-like symptoms as well? Kurt Busch, anyone? Or Kyle Busch as well coming in? What happened with him? What do you think, Josh T? Do you reckon it could be something that we could not maybe see him back for the rest of the season?
I don't have too much IndyCar knowledge to say anything.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's getting a little bit of a worry, but we've seen people out for 6 weeks, like Chase Elliott. But I think it's been way more than 6 weeks now, with 5 races.
Since
I don't know how many weeks exactly.
Mid-Ohio's about 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
Around a month, I would say. Yeah.
Around
5 races. Yeah. Maybe a bit more than that. I think it was June, wasn't it? Somewhere just out. It was a week after the Canadian Grand Prix.
I have the website open, the IndyCar website right now.
Well, we had Road America. That clashed with Canada. Then a week later, I think it was Mid-Ohio. So
Mid-Ohio was last weekend of June, first weekend of July.
Yeah.
So...
Apparently he's having a 90s evening with the Angel Delight. Okay. So just over a month, yeah.
Yeah, 30th of June to 2nd of July, so yeah.
And he's still not well a month later. That is a surprise. That's quite shocking, actually, as well, to see if he's going to get any better. Just under an hour then to go, 59.55 left on the board. And if we get a red flag, it doesn't matter. The timer will still tick down. That extension to the session only applies to practice 2 tomorrow, as it's scheduled for an hour. As Will Power comes down, let's go down to free interview.
Humidity right now. How difficult is this race if it's these kind of muggy conditions?
It's always hard when it's this muggy sort of condition. Just standing here is hot, so in the cockpit working really hard is even more, a lot more physical. So, but yeah, I mean, it's, yeah. I just, as I've got older, I don't seem to struggle in the car like I used to. Like I never really get out and go, finish a race going, man, I wish I was fitter, or man, I was struggling, I wasn't going fast, I was struggling. That just doesn't seem to happen these days. I think it's just more relaxed in the car, I guess.
Okay, thank you, Will. Guys.
I think it's from chasing kids around.
Yeah, Will Power there just talking on once more, Josh T, as the systems once again take their time to boot with the driver tracker. There we go. Now watching out on the track, Marcus Armstrong in the number 11, leading this session on a 1:18.825 as the best lap time of this running order. You can see your delta on your screens for everybody who is out of position. And I've got to say, actually, it's not a bad time, is it? I was expecting much different, but everyone's sort of being very nice with each other, aren't they? Very, very calm.
Yeah, everybody is, and I've just got the spotter guide here, Josh.
Yes.
Christian Lundgaard. He's still got his line. I don't know if it was a flashback. There wasn't a flashback graphic with the date and the location on the top left.
Don't think it
when
was,
they
no.
showed it.
No, it wasn't.
But Christian Lundgaard, we saw him on camera with a red and black car, but we'll have to check that, because if he doesn't have lime, then he's not been lime. Like, he's been lime for quite a while now.
So why isn't he lime now? Yeah.
Exactly. I know we have like different paint schemes because this is America, and F1 would have an absolute.
F1 did.
Heart
That's why they banned it. They got sick of Red Bull changing the livery every 5 seconds as well. And the livery of the HUD as well, actually. So everything just got changed over. Joshua Smith says, "Oh, Linus Lundqvist is racing this weekend. 3 Swedish drivers then." Yes, absolutely. It's going to be one of those weekends as well where we just have a complete fun run with them all. And they've got a good look here. Let's see if anybody of them can win as well, as we're on board with Lundqvist now. Coming in. So that's Ericsson, Rosenqvist and Lundqvist. Stockholm, Sweden. Champion in the 2018 British Formula 3, 2020 Formula Regionals America, 2022 Indy XT. It's a driver, Josh. We know very well Linus Lundqvist from the British Touring Car Championship package with the British Formula 3. He restarted his career, of course, back in the BRDC Formula 4 when he came over to Britain, and then did the British F3 after that.
Yep, of course. He's been on the British Touring Car support package, has Linus Lundqvist, and well, Felix Rosenqvist, he started in 2021 4th, finished 8th. Then last year he started 15th, finished 7th. So he's got an average start of 10 and an average finish of 8. And then Marcus Ericsson, he started from 18th in 21, and then won
Forgot about
from
that.
18th.
Ericsson
But
was
then in
just
2022, he also started 18th, but was only able to get 14th. So an average start of 18 and an average finish of 8th.
Ericsson was just a man on a mission a couple of years ago as well. I thought somebody was in the commentary box. It's not. It's Siri. Siri's being a pain. It stopped my driver tracker as well. But yeah, 2021 was just absolutely madness, wasn't it, this race here? As we've lost our driver tracker.
So like, this is the place, if I remember rightly, this is a place of a very iconic moment.
Megan's meltdown?
Helio Castroneves.
I know.
10 pit stops.
Megan went mad last year, didn't she? It was like, well, I can see why. 10 pit stops in a single race was way too much. Like, hugely too much.
Well,
those are penalties as well.
There is Lundgaard on board right now. Where's Lundgaard? Where's the line?
Yes,
Are you
you're
in
right.
disguise today?
Lundgaard is back in the black. Back in black. For the Hy-Vee sponsorship. Not in lime green, so it's going to make him a bit harder to spot with the number 45. He's in his livery very similar to his teammates as well. As he comes into the braking zone, downhill off the bridge into turn 9. Flicks the car in second gear. And that's where Hertha keeps crashing as well. He's crashed there 2 years running. Into the last 2 corners. Cross the control line. Lundgaard up to second. 1:18.8524.
Yeah, at least Evelyn Di Francesco has kept... oh, hello, Amy. That's a different angle.
Oh, hello, Omi. That's the angle I need for sitting down in the box.
Yeah, Devlin Di Francesco keeping on his run of I want to be the most vibrant, most random paint scheme you can ever get in IndyCar. If we get this spotter guide here. This is from the Hy-Vee IndyCar weekend, which was at last time out. He was blue and pink there, and now he's yellow and blue, and then he's somewhere else.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is another copy of the Hy-Vee IndyCar weekend. But yeah, Devlin Di Francesco is quite vibrant in his paint schemes.
We've opened up his telemetry data actually right now to take a look at, and it's quite powerful stuff actually. 104 kilometres at the exit as he comes down the straight. There's an overview of Christian Lundgaard as well. And you're right, he is usually in the high V lime colours at the moment, but he's not this time out. Yeah, very bizarre.
I didn't even know I was muted.
Oh, right. Bizarre package, that one, as we get back up with our TV pictures.
But, yeah, Panama Lot and Agustin Canapino in their absolutely brilliant liveries. The only difference being their rear wing
yes.
and their top of the aeros. Not even the T-cam area of the car is different. It's, and,
that's Christian Lundgaard.
Callum Ilott got a green top of the rear wing, black bottom. Canapino, black top, green bottom. But I like what the Meyer Shank racing team have done. They just used to be, so they were like black and white, like just pink and pink on the top for both. And they've got white on the bottom for Castro Neves, but black for whoever's in the 60 car on whatever weekend you want to be it seems like at the moment. But also, we've had what I liked, and I hope's return, is that they had the same colours, but they switched them around.
Yes,
so pink was on the bottom for one, and on the top for... but... yeah, there's a lot of similarities in liveries, but then there's a million other liveries, and I even...
Sorry, I know this is weird, but I'm just having camera positioning done here, because there's so many different angles. Look, there's the back of the commentary box that you never get to see, but there's so many angles that I can try with here, and it's quite fun. But I'm going to stay where it is at the moment, because otherwise it becomes a pain to put it back up later.
Otherwise, you're going to break it.
Yeah, I've literally just taken it off the top of the main monitor and popped it onto the laptop and just moved the laptop screen as down as possibly can, so that it doesn't. I can just pop it back up there later without, so I can just sit down. We need another webcam. That's the next thing. We need a second camera, one for above and one for below. So I'll work on that.
Well, we've also, like, with F1, of course, deliveries have to be the same for each teams, but here in IndyCar, they're like, nah, just do whatever you want, and it's with NASCAR as well, like, see, I can say this from experience, that I am dipping my toes into the NASCAR world as well.
You are doing an awful lot more on NBC, sorry, on USRN.
Well, I'd like to be doing stuff for NBC, but wouldn't be able to talk on NBC with the amount of commercials that they have. I'll be we'll come back from commercials. I'll say one word. Oh no, producer says we're going back to commercials, and then we come back after 5 minutes. One more word, or just literally like we come back from commercials, the music plays. We're on lap 16 of 90, and we'll catch you in a couple of minutes. Goes back to commercials.
5 minutes later, bang, you're at lap 90, and it's like, oh well, we didn't see the race. We have a very fortunate position here in the UK where, at least for IndyCar, we see the whole thing. That's why we can do the commentaries.
And it's for NASCAR as well. It's great.
Yeah. Although Viaplay are losing the NASCAR rights, I believe, in the UK. So rumour is it's going to TNT Sports, because TNT have just picked up in America on the CW network. They've picked up the Xfinity Series rights from 2025 onwards. So that probably means it's going to be on Discovery Plus here in the UK.
Yes.
Because
TNT
Warner Brothers,
Sports, it sounds explosive.
TNT was actually the original. TNT was originally an American company. They had some NASCAR races as well. So I'd like to have TNT Sports as the IndyCar coverage.
And guys, it won't go to it. Well, we hope it goes to Sky, but
yes,
it won't. Right now, maybe in a million years, but not now.
Yeah.
There's too many other companies that will snap it up, because NASCAR's NASCAR and they want people to pay tons of money for it.
If TNT, when it was BT Sport, they lost IndyCar to Sky, and Sky have done a much better job with it now than what BT Sport did, in my opinion. They've elevated their game, so Sky have got it back brilliantly. It's not like it was in the early 2000s when they had a dedicated punditry team and everything when Sky had it first time around, but with Tom Gaymore now and the NBC team, you've got like a really sweet deal to come through.
You do.
But we'll see where it goes.
But while we're talking about broadcasting, because it's a little bit of a dull moment on track. I was about to say the Q word, but I stopped myself because we all know how that goes as we look down into State Drive there, and well,
this is how much narrower it is.
This is the dreaded corner. We've got live at the top 2021 in the bottom corner 2022, and yep, the inside wall absolutely deadly, and one person who likes to find that wall is Colton Herter, and he's in the exact same. Well, Colton Herter, he's been in the exact same livery for like his whole IndyCar career. It feels like.
Yeah, the difference this year is that they've moved that barrier to sort of more of a 90-degree angle. They've put it now further back onto the runoff area for the zebra crossing, and it's more of a 90 angle. Now that would give you a better braking zone and a harder turn-in, and that hopefully will avoid the carnage we keep seeing of the cars going into the wall, because in State Drive, effectively, it's turn 1, isn't it? It's the first real braking zone on the track going into the race.
Yeah, well, just as we have this, you can see in 2021 there's a slight adjustment for 2022.
Yeah.
And then there's a slight adjustment for 2023.
Yeah.
So are we just going to have it? I know it's a street circuit and they put it up, but are we going to just have tiny adjustments every single year?
Well, next year it's a big one because it's a different layout, isn't it, as well as they come into it. So that is going to change. As we're on board now with Roman Grosjean in the
Someone else
ordination.
who likes to find the wall and isn't scared of fire. And as I say, that massive slide there, that was nearly a curse of the commentator.
He twitched massively coming up the hill.
I just want to make sure that I'm not on team radio with anybody. Cool. Yeah. Awesome.
Nothing from Roman listening to you shaking his fist as like, what have you done?
Luckily, luckily I don't race the number 3, and my name isn't Scott McLaughlin.
It's one of those days, isn't it? It's going to be one of those days.
Yes. We all know how that went down. With the number 3 in 28.
Yeah. Sadly, we do, don't we? That dreaded weekend.
And I think we can both agree that has kind of like it happened in the first round, and you could kind of feel that it might have carried on to the second one. They were both unsure about being around each other on the track. I think there's definitely some unsure moments between the two on track on round 2 and 3. I think because of that.
They held bad, didn't they? They were like, oh, can I really trust you?
Well, I mean, it's Roman Grosjean. He's BFFs with any type of wall he can get.
Yes, yeah. He's literally magnetic. Hi, is it possible to view with the... is it possible to view with the app of Indy? Thanks. I think, yes, you get some track angles, don't you?
IndyCar Live.
Yes,
but you do. All double yellow.
Oh, and it's Grosjean. Is that Grosjean? No, it can't be Grosjean. It's the other one. Well, who was that off the track then? It's a very similar livery.
A yellow livery car.
The other one. There's no... Who was that?
Is that Castro Neves? Not Castro... well, it could be, actually.
He's not yellow.
He looked like someone with a yellow livery car.
Who is stopped down there on the driver tracker?
Car 55 is flashing up on my
Pedersen.
screen. Pedersen. But Pedersen, is he now?
He's red.
So, we'll go
The only cars with yellow is Colton Herter, Roman Grosjean, Devlin Di Francesco.
We'll double check. To view this session, as I've said during the Indy 500 broadcast, IndyCarLive.com enables you to watch all the practice and qualifying sessions for free. And then it comes in as well for... you have to pay like $2.29 for the race. So the IndyCar Live is the best thing. Josh, do you get a link?
And then there's some like IndyCar cameras, like onboard cameras on the IndyCar app as well.
If you take a look at the IndyCar app, actually, I'll get it up and running actually, so we can take a look at it. Well, I say it's already up, but
massive slide there from O'Ward.
Yeah, award. And this
Let's
is
have a look.
in the braking zone. Oh, it was award. It went
Okay, it was
off. It
award.
was orange. It's the other one.
It wasn't yellow, it was
It was
orange.
orange.
It was...
He stole it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so this is the app where everything is. Right now you get live audio and live leaderboards of everything. During the race day as well, you'll get live cameras of the drivers, but I don't think we've got that right now. No, we don't.
Oh, it said live audio and video.
Yeah, I clicked
No.
that, and it's not showing us any onboard drivers just yet. But during the race, we'll have onboard angles, and then you get a
And
driver
there's all like
tracker.
the team radios and stuff.
Yes. I now can't get back. So one downside as well to this is that you can't... There's no back button on the iPad yet. But IndyCarLive.com is their official outlet, and it is a very useful tool. Even we use it, don't we, in the comms box, when the Sky don't show a session and we need to comment on it.
Yes, because Sky are
rubbish.
just Sky and they like to prioritise F1 and stuff like that, but they completely forget
They've
that
got
they've
several
got
other
a
channels.
channel
Yeah.
called Sky Sports Mix.
Arena.
They've also got Sky Sports Arena, they've got Sky Sports Action,
If anything, yeah,
all
it's
used.
You before.
They've used Action before, they've used Arena, they've used Mix.
Yeah.
But they just completely forget about them. But when you check the TV guides, there's no live.
Oh.
There's no live. It's just replays.
If they want
of
to,
stuff.
if they want to make IndyCar boom in the UK, I know it already has got a very popular fan base, but if they want to get it right, they should air a race on Sky Showcase, completely free. That's on Freeview as well. Air a race on Freeview, and you will. Don't you agree, Josh? Air a race on Freeview, and IndyCar will flock in the UK.
Do you know what Sky will say about that?
Well,
we only put British rounds on Sky Showcase, and IndyCar don't have a British round, so it's not happening. We're just going to put tons of old TV programs on Sky Showcase now instead of showing an IndyCar race, and then they're going to say stop complaining and give me my money for Sky Sports.
Yeah, even TNT. I tell you what, though, I'm waiting for the day that Sky... I know they've got Sky Go and everything, but it is so unusable as an on-demand app to get things. TNT Sports now got Discovery Plus, of course, with Eurosport linked in. So much easier to use to find the sport you want. Go on.
I just wish we could get F1 TV.
Can't.
I just wish.
I know, the URL? Oh, what's it called?
VPN.
VPN, thank you. The VPNs, they're blocked.
I was planning to actually get it. I was literally planning to get it, like, because I just was so desperate, but like, a bit too late.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean. I was so happy when I found out we could get it, but nope.
That's just that's one of the many things that Simple can flex on us.
To be fair, though, we do.
F1 TV Pro and we don't.
I know we don't have F1 TV Pro, but we do have the onboard from Sky, which is kind of like it, and we use that anyway, so that's not too bad.
I don't even use it. I find it useless.
It's 50.
Click the red button for 20 live onboards, which are like 50 seconds delayed.
I find it handy during the practice sessions when we need something to watch, but what really annoys me is the fact is that you press the red button on Sky Go, and you expect it all to be in sync, and it's 50 seconds back. That's outrageous. That is outrageous.
Wait. But remember, when you go on Sky Go, it's already delayed.
Yeah.
So when you press the red button,
it's delayed even more.
And then it's just a delay on it. Well, I don't know actually. That would be pretty funny if it was.
Right.
Because
Do you know
have
what?
to put it to an app.
What amazes me is we are all talking right now. We're not in the same commentary box. We're in 3 very different commentary boxes, and we're all talking together without half a second delay, not much at all, and we never have a problem with it, and that's fine. And we stream the races to each other so we can see the same pictures. Like Josh T's got the same pictures I'm watching up here in the comms box. I do it as well during the F1 weekends as well. And it's always in sync, but they can't get the big broadcasters can't do it the same as Discord can. It's weird. As you see, a lockup.
Like, I've heard something about That's the number 60.
Yeah, that's Linus
Close.
Lundqvist. And Marcus
Yeah,
Armstrong
and
nearly
here's
doing it as well in the 11.
of Marcus Armstrong, here we go, and he has to go round and spin it round. But
Don't
yeah,
stall it.
I've heard that some TV companies do use Discord for meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah. The World Endurance Championship used Discord as race control, yeah. All the messages get posted through there. And I think that's a great idea.
Yes.
Well, we use Discord, don't we?
Right.
All our commentary boxes.
Can we get invited to that server, please? So
I
we
know.
have live race control messages.
I was
Cool,
really...
thanks.
Go on, Naomi.
No, just agree.
I was really annoyed this year as we see everyone locking up down at Interstate Drive after the green flag. I was really annoyed to see
That's
that
Rossi, by the way.
Yeah, at Le Mans this year they didn't have the race control picture live, where we could swing around and do 360s. I was so looking forward to that. There was barely anything we could do.
Like the race control camera.
Yeah, do you remember last year?
Webcam,
On the year
yeah.
before, yeah. There was one year we had the
I do
pit
not
lane.
remember that.
There was one year we had the pit lane camera, and that was brilliant. But I must admit, the one very good thing I liked was that this year, not throughout the practice and the qualifyings, but on race day, we had a driver tracker. In sync, within, what was it, 5 seconds? Perfect for the 24 hours.
That is surprising for Discovery Pass.
Yeah, I was
5
loving
seconds.
it. Yeah, loving it. Absolutely loving it. And it was through a data thing, wasn't it? It was
Did
through
you have
the browser.
some burgers and some fries with the driver tracker? That would make it even more. I'm loving it.
Da 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 da. We'll power over the bridge in one direction. He'll swing around and come back over it in the other direction. A lot of bumps going around here as well as Alex Palou tops the timing sheets. He's on a 1:17.412, our championship leader in 2023. 40 starts, 8 wins, 19 podiums, average finishing position of 7.6. That's on road and street courses. Not, of course, counting the ovals. Omi, hasn't Jess got you a PSGL chair yet?
Nope.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think they've asked GT Omega yet.
Ah.
I mean, with the bridge,
go on.
It's either you go one way or another.
Why have I just got Winifred Sanderson now from Hocus Pocus going, one way! That's all I've got in my head now.
Yeah, that was a quick, frantic search for a list of One Direction songs, because you mentioned One Direction, so Heath.
Oh, One Direction. There's a blast from the past.
But Josh, currently this chair does the job.
Comfy chairs. We're all on comfy chairs.
But Omi, does it do this?
I mean, if I want to fall over, then I could.
That's
do
fine.
you want to? Don't do what I did when I kind of did, like, my chair reclined like normally, like, and then I kind of did it a little bit.
I can't wear the headset. I can't wear the headset
And
at the
then
same time.
Yeah, kind of did that. So yeah.
I basically just got it from my like this is basically my racing seat, which I use.
Yeah, Jess always says to me, doesn't she, Josh? You've been on the broadcast when she's done it. She says to me, "Why don't you have this cushion on, the neck support on the back?" And I say to her, "Well, it's fine if I'm relaxing, but if I'm driving, I like to be right back in the seat, so I've got more." So, you know, like my shoulders are supported more, so I can turn the wheel. So I prefer it without the headrest.
I have the neck support, but I don't have the lower back support.
I've got the lower back support.
I think you have the lower back support and not the neck.
Yeah. If I stand up and show, yeah. Look, you can see. There you go.
I'm going to rise from the dead now.
Yeah. So if you look, it's I've got the lower back support, but no back. As we've seen. McLaughlin's off the track, so that's the sort of situation, and I just sort of sit back in the commentary box.
And Roman Grosjean was nowhere near, by the way.
No, it wasn't him who hit him this time.
It was the other side of the track.
Yeah. He's got going again. That was down at Interstate Drive once more for McLaughlin. So just a little lock-up and had to get back on the circuit. Let's go down to Dave Burns.
To hear from Brian, as this sport is about people and chemistry, and the more I know about him, the more we can be on the same page and head toward a win.
Yeah, no doubt, and this is one of the most important relationships on the 7th stand right now, because Alexander Rossi, coming over from Andretti Autosport to the McLaren team, he has only one familiar face on that stand. That is Brian Barnhart. Brian called strategy for the 27 last year that Alexander Rossi was driving, and now both of them move over. They've got that little bit of language. They already spoke from a year working together, and years before that working at least in the same team. So that is a huge benefit when switching programs, having that kind of relationship already established. The other one obviously being your race engineer, and Craig Hampson worked at Andretti Autosport for a little bit when Alex started there. So again, he's had to jump start a little bit on switching operations.
If you are looking for somebody to follow this weekend, you could also look at this guy, Scott McLaughlin in the Dex Imaging Chevy. This is what happened to Scotty Mack. Have a listen.
Sounded like rear lock up there, Hinch.
Yeah, what do you make of that, Omi? It looked like it was the rear locking.
Yep, looked like that, but yeah, quite a few mistakes creaking in now, isn't there?
Well, it's the last half hour, really, isn't it? So they're always going to have that little bit more of a razz between it. Let's check in with NBC then on the team.
Absolutely phenomenal final stint, if you were talking about. I think he was 15th at the restart with a handful to go. Ended up 1/10 of a second behind Dixon at the line.
That was an exhilarating finish last year. It's such a short shoot.
I feel like I need full traction. Okay, we can pit on this lap then.
Asking for a little more traction. Scotty Mack led 22 laps last year. He would have loved to have led the final one up against countryman Scott Dixon. Drag race to the end, that late race stoppage in amongst a sea of cautions. The two Kiwis at the head of the field. It all came down to this. This is the run to the line, and Dixon had done enough. After the race, Scott was asked, what more did you need? He said, one more lap.
Yeah, he needed about 200 more feet. You know, I think he was that close. Parents were here for it, but you saw him pounding the wheel in frustration. Second is not why Scott McLaughlin shows up to the racetrack.
It's certainly not. And he's coming into the pit lane. He's running P3 at the moment, as you can take a look. Let's take a look further down the timing screen, though. Because we've also got from 25 is Ryan Hunter-Ray, 26 is Augusto Canapino, 27 is Santino Ferrucci. But right now, Jack Harvey has come to a stop down at Interstate Drive. So that's down at the bottom of the hill, as you can see, just off the braking zone on your driver tracker. And Omi's got a 360 reverse now and again, but even with the modifications, that's still a hard part of the track to get right.
Yeah, very hard parts. Is it a tiny bit like the corner we had at Formula E, turn 7? What track was it again?
I know what track you're thinking of as well.
A few weeks ago. What track?
Jakarta.
Was that the one? I thought that was on the Spain weekend. What about the one that was a few weeks ago?
Oh, Rome with the bump.
Yes,
Rome. I get what you mean now. I thought it might be Jakarta because that's a difficult braking zone into 7. But yeah, Jakarta. No, in Rome, turn 7 with the bump that Sam Bird crashed at. Yes, it's very similar actually. There's a nasty. Watch this on board with Kirkwood over the bump, and then he immediately into the braking zone, and that's not even into Interstate Drive. That's on the opposite side of the hill when you come back up again. So it's very difficult to get the bumps correct as we ride with Carl Kirkwood.
Tight circuit isn't it, Nashville? First time seeing it.
Yeah, it's very, very tight. There's always a red flag, so always to sort of keep your procedures together.
Yeah.
Look, there's the bump over the hill. And then coming back down to the braking zone. Watch. 3, 2, 1, bump, brake, and there's a bump. And it's like Kirkwood just gets dragged on. He makes it in, and they've tarred the inside line actually into that corner. So it looks like they're trying to give it as much grip as possible. Nice idea, it might work. Should work.
I mean, the circuit looks cool.
Yeah.
The circuit looks cool, but I don't know if it looks cool in the rain.
Boulevard, we're up down Broadway next year as well. Season finale as it will turn into. We're trying to find it now from where we had it. on IndyCar. Yesterday it was announced. Nashville. It will go over the Korean Veterans Boulevard, over the bridge. It will not go over the pedestrian bridge that we've been going on to before. It goes over the other bridge, goes up towards Sylvan Street, does a pit lane entrance and then a hairpin back along the bridge. It's basically a 7-turn circuit. That's all it is. And we go down Broadway in Nashville. So it's going to be a very interesting circuit. Not too different
basically,
to this. But, yeah.
like the downtown Chicago street circuit for NASCAR, but
yes, basically
Nashville style
we're just
for IndyCar.
Yeah, we're moving up the road a little bit, just up the road. This is
And
last
here
year.
it is.
That was the final red flag of Ferrucci hitting the side of Malukas and having on the.
Ferrucci decided to have a beef for dinner.
Caused a fire as well, actually. So look at that. The Americans. By the way, your car's on fire. If that was your big bad, fire! Get it! Fire! 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 All that lot.
That is quite funny actually, because I watched a YouTube Shorts creator who does, like, he's a Brit living in America, so he does like Americans versus Brits compilations. There's like returning to school, going shopping, etc., and like hot hospital and stuff like that. It's funny, but yes, and that's also a little bit funny because one thing I did do is put out a fire the city part of Legoland today.
Oh dear, fire in Legoland. There's Brian Herter, now the strategist for Kyle Kirkwood. We don't talk about why he doesn't work with Colton anymore. Is that a Legoland Cup?
No.
Lift it up. Lift it up. Up. Up.
Up. Come on.
Yes. Brilliant. That's what we need.
No.
To be fair, I'd love to go to Legoland.
It's definitely not, no.
To be honest with you, do you know the one place I've always wanted to go? Alton Towers. Really want to do Alton Towers. Never been. Never done Alton Towers. I suppose I suppose I could take my nephew, and also when my niece A is born and B is a bit older. It's just an excuse to take them to Alton Towers. And so, by the way, Kellyanne, if you're watching this, Kellyanne, Dan, if you're watching this, so taking them to Panto. Who doesn't love a Panto? Pantomimes are brilliant fun. You basically just heckle them on the stage. He's behind you. Oh no, he isn't. Oh yes, he is. It's just heckling. It's just brilliant.
Also, if you do go to Legoland, just stay around for the Return to Skeleton Bay shows.
Ooh,
they're
yes. Okay.
12 p.m, 1 p.m, 3 p.m, 4 p.m, 5 p.m. they were today, so I guess that's
definitely catch
frequent.
Them. Yeah.
In the weekday, but
it's like that episode of The Simpsons where they go to Itchy Scratchy Land. Hurry up! We don't want to miss the 12:30 parade, and we'll have to wait for the 12:35 parade.
But yeah, it's basically like a stunt show, and they do backflips off massive lighthouses and into water, and it's quite interactive as well. So yeah, if you ever go to Legoland, do it.
Venus VK right now. Where is he on the board? Number 21. Need to look up somewhere on the time screen. Where is he? 22nd place overall.
22nd, yeah.
Yeah, 118.911 on the Delta.
Hello, what is your emergency, please?
That's a great line of the Santa Claus as well, by the way. Charlie, do you know how to call 911? Sure, 911. I love that. If you want a Christmassy film, Die Hard. But if you want a very Christmassy film, you've got to watch Die Hard 2. Do you think I was going to say the Santa Claus? I was.
But what happens if I'm so Die Hard that I want to watch Die Hard 3?
You've got to wait until the spring. And then in July... You can wait until July the 4th, because that's when it's set. And then we don't talk about number 5. Number 5 never happened.
Am I missing something?
They went to Chernobyl. It jumped the shark massively.
6?
Doesn't happen.
7?
Hasn't happened. Well, there isn't
8.
one. There isn't one. It stopped at 5.
9?
No. He won't do any more now, anyway, Bruce Willis.
JB Motorsports Die Hard?
Coming at Christmas. To be fair, I would love... If we had the power to do a parody, I would do a Christmas special parody every year. Like, one year I'd do Die Hard, one year I'd do The Muppets Christmas Carol, one year I'd do... I don't know, Robbie the Reindeer. That was always fun. I'd love Frozen.
Wait.
I'll dress up in a...
Can we, Josh?
Go on. I'll just say I'll dress up in the Frozen dress if you want and sing Let It Go. That'd be quite funny. I'll get views in.
Can we get you to be one of the house invaders in Home Alone?
No. My God. I would not, the Wet Bandits, I would not in a million years survive that. How on earth does he survive getting electrocuted as Rahal nearly survives breaking down into turn 6? I don't know anymore how he survived getting electrocuted. Lost in New York is one of the best Home Alones, in my opinion. I agree with Megan and my brother David as well, who says that the Bird Lady, such a sweet woman, such a sweet one. That's another one, actually. Oh, I want to watch Christmas films now. It's all in the mood. But it's summer. We need summer films.
It's August.
Yeah. That Pillow Kid is pretty quick here. Says, Bully Pulpit 2000. He absolutely is. Hello to Gabrielle's watching on as well. Everyone's here for Augustine Canapino. That is Marcus Ericsson, who has stopped on a double crossing and is now reversing up the track. And that's down at turn 6. That's at the other end of the bridge. He's locked up at.
I am going to send a link in comms chat to the Return to Skeleton Bay show, so you don't have to spend £60 to go and see it.
I'll tell you what, though, if you want good summer films, Summer Holiday is really good. It's a big lock-up for Jack Harvey down into turn. That's into Interstate Drive as well. He's gone off again down there. Second time today, Harvey's ended up down that escape road.
Or you could join us for the JB Motorsports podcast summer movie, which is tomorrow, live from the UK studios about MotoGP Silverstone.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to bring a lot of talking points.
What's that?
I'm going to bring a lot of talking points. I'm just going to waffle on.
I will also say, if you are planning to go to Legoland and watch Return to Skeleton Bay, it does get very hot as they have a massive fireball.
I have an idea. How about during the rain delays I go outside when it's absolutely flooded?
Do it. I would like to see you.
No, because you damage all your equipment. You already lost one, Mike.
My phone. I'll take my phone with me. That's it.
Why don't you become JT? Because that's what I did. We don't talk about that. Just like how we don't talk about.
I hope it doesn't rain in Silverstone when the touring cars.
Touring cars. Yeah. Oh, I still need to book that. I forgot that we were doing that.
Yeah, maybe get on with that.
And we're gonna leave Josh B in here. He's gonna be so jealous.
Nah, I'll be fine. I can control it all with YouTube tracks. That'd be brilliant. What's her to do?
You're literally gonna be glued to the computer, because like when Josh T was there, you just had to kept you basically just kept you had to keep changing it, but now you're gonna have to change it. You're gonna have to change it quicker because we're at 2 different parts of the circuit.
Right, no, I'm gonna put you both on sort of a split screen, so you'll both be on the screen at the same time. That's what I'll create. We'll do a test run somehow.
At Silverstone, there's literally 50 seconds. It's a 50-second lap-ish, a minute lap.
And Brands Hatch Indy's 30 seconds per lap, isn't it? So it's constant.
30 seconds? It's 45.
Alright. Oh, sorry, 15 seconds off the pace. That's very crucial, 15 seconds as well. Herta into the last... Well, Herta's down through turn 1 and turn 2 now. He's second fastest now. 1:16.9 970. He's off by 64 thousandths of a second to Alex Palou. So all looking very strong and all looking very good once more.
Yes, and I will also warn you, if you do go and watch the Return to Skeleton Bay,
I'm going to watch it after this.
if you don't, if you go in real life, if you don't want to get wet, stay out the splash zone. Perfect life advice from Josh T about Legoland Windsor.
Yeah.
Anyway, Colton Herter on a lap. We've mentioned Lego a lot today.
Yes, we have.
Herter coming across the bridge.
Yeah, Lego, please sponsor us.
Yes, please sponsor us with the amount of money I've spent on your brand. Yeah, cool, thanks.
Giving away free promotion. If I can just put on this contains product placement stamps, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, about promotion, I need to talk to you about something. All I will say is that SRFM is no more.
Oh no, why?
That's all I'll say.
Oh no.
We'll go over it off air.
Oh, timing screen's gone again. It just dies.
Oh, and
randomly.
we absolutely love timing screens because for some reason, right, the IndyCar app is great when it doesn't randomly just shut off. Like, you've had it, I've had it. It's just, for some reason, it likes shutting off.
Yeah, it does.
I don't get it.
It
Like,
just
it's
goes.
like, nope.
Yeah, randomly. We can't control it either. It just goes, bye-bye.
Oh no. Right.
Still gone bye-bye. And it's back.
New Garden, a massive twitch there. And you can you heard him lift off the throttle there over the bump.
Yeah. I think Newgarden's going to have to take care this weekend as well. Like, he wants to win, doesn't he? He's got that drive after the 500. He could do it. He should be able to do it.
Hopefully. Just like, can you just like chill, please? Newgarden, come on. Just let someone else win. Please, thanks. Well, 9th, 10th and 5th his last 3 street course finishes.
Yeah, he's been up and down more times.
Of Joseph Newgarden.
Yeah, up and down more times like a yo-yo recently, hasn't he? In that type of week. 15 minutes to go in this session. As they come back over the bridge.
Dixon. Josh?
Yes, go on.
What R-Factor game were you talking about?
Oh, the original R-Factor.
Right. Let me check it.
That was brilliant, that game. Honestly, I've downloaded so much simulation mod work for it. It's unbelievable. R-Factor 2 is good, but R-Factor, the original R-Factor, is amazing. And I'm very much...
£19. That's good.
We'll talk to you later. I did.
Well, I need to get. I need to get a better PSU first.
Yeah, you do not need to spend £19.
Yeah, it sounds like that we're going to be talking about a lot off air.
I just basically went on Steam. So.
If you go to the Internet Archive and type in R-Factor Special Edition 2008, you'll see the difference.
Oh, right. Okay. I mean, I mean, I think I need to get a PSU. To be honest, for F1 23, so I can stream it. Because honestly, like literally, the amount of times where I'm having to miss commentaries because the other commentator isn't free. It's just a bit like I need to get I'm literally always free, so I kind of need to get a better PS because I've already got a new GPU and it's literally just behind me. But I just need a better PSU so then I can actually use the GPU.
I bet Jess is thinking that it's like deja vu because the exact same thing happened to me. I can't stream the game and the OBS at the same time.
What I was thinking is if someone's able to like screen share to you in the Discord and then like you can put it on full, and then maybe you're able to stream it that way. So like you're not having stress on
Discord.
both person's computer. If you get what I mean.
like.
That's how me and Richie usually do it as well, but we haven't done it recently. Although he's got a new GPU, so he should be able to do it, which means I should be able to just come back quite quickly. But I did take time off as well, so I was doing less.
I'm hoping that maybe you can join me for one if I'm able to stream. Like if other commentators isn't for free, then you're still a reserve, so maybe for one you could join me or something.
Yeah. I would happily join you. Then again, I don't know if Jess has said I'm reserve F1, F2, or reserve all PC. I would happily, though, join you with me. Happily.
Would be funny.
I do.
Yeah,
I do
reserve a lot.
Me? Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you're not designated this season, are you?
No. I took myself off.
Well,
it was supposed to be me and Richie on F2, but Dan came back and he's gone to F2.
Yeah. Just basically let Alex do it, and Alex wasn't even signed up, so I'm sure she would I'm sure she would let you do it.
Oh yeah, I'll come back. Me and Jess know exactly what's going on with all that lot. I'm taking this season off, then I'm coming back permanently next season, whenever that is.
I don't even want to look at the ratio of how much IndyCar we've talked to other stuff.
I think it's been that kind of hour. Hey, at least you have to do it on your own. Toronto was mad when I had to do it on my solo, the practice session. That was insane.
Rain or not, we usually podcast anyway in practice sessions.
That's true, yeah. Not much has changed. This is Harvey and Dixon side by side down the pit lane together, trying to come back out, and Dixon's come back into the pit lane now. He's going to his own stall once more. Definitely thought there was going to be something going on there. As the field comes in again, Dixon takes it through. I think as well, Josh T, we're getting ready as we look at where we'll be racing next year, down Broadway. That's where the racing will be in 2024. And let's take a listen now, actually, with NBC team.
Your awards banquet, and there is a new track still going over the Korean Veterans Memorial Bridge, but new parts downtown, including Broadway. It is what you could describe as a simpler, maybe cleaner track. Less switchbacks, etc. There you go, up and over the bridge either way, so that stays the same. Over the Cumberland River, and you head back into town. Now, instead of turning left here, you turn right, and this is where we get ready to race down Broadway. This is going to be cool.
Yeah. I mean, short of shutting down the Strip in Las Vegas, I can't think of a more iconic road in America to shut down for a motor race. It's going to be incredibly exciting, and what a place to host the finale. Crown a champion in a city that knows how to throw a party and knows how to do big events right. I could just imagine IndyCar screaming up here.
You know,
it's going to be great, isn't it, guys? And I think that we're racing on Broadway. Yeah, it's brilliant. I can't believe IndyCar has managed to get a race on Broadway. It's literally like, it is their equivalent of Las Vegas' Strip, where Formula One have got, isn't it? This is going to be amazing.
Yes.
Look, there it is again. So look, there's the new part that's going to be built for the pit lane area, because it's a different area now. So it's going to go into a car park, and it's purpose-built loop off the bridge.
It is giving me oil can vibes like Alton Park does.
Yes, it is, yeah. It is actually, isn't it? Yeah, the way it looks. It's going to become very Alton Park. And
I don't think any circuit can beat Alton Park as an oil can layout. Like, it's insane. It's like, if you get rid of like the Knickerbocker chicane and keep that straight, it's
an oil
perfect.
Can, yeah. It's literally just an oil can track. Spa looks like a phaser from Star Trek. The modified version.
You could also call Brands Hats India just a stretched out version of a boomerang.
Yeah. I always think Monza surprises me, because Monza literally looks like an L. It's quite funny.
Yes, and Charles Leclerc definitely took the L many a times, especially at the Parabolica that one year.
Remember that. First red flag of the year, that one.
Was it 20?
20?
Yeah.
It literally felt like the first red flag in a race since years, because like we didn't get one in 2019
or 18
as well.
Or 18.
Yeah.
First one since
we
I
got
was
one
going
in
to say
2019,
2019, but then 2020 came in. Yeah, it was 2020 where.
Yeah, because 2019 he took the win.
Yeah.
Yes.
First red flag since the 2017 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Went through 2 years with no red flags.
See,
Yeah, and then we literally, and then I believe the
8.
race after that was Tuscany, wasn't it?
Yeah. 2 red flags then. And then red flag
And then we had Bahrain as well later on in the calendar. It's just chaos. And that's literally where the red flag, and that's basically where red flag just started to kick off. And then 2021 we got red flags as well.
8.
Then
8 red flags. The most in an F1 season in history.
Yes. And now, like, that is, like, I will never know how you just have, like, when, like, red flag gaps. Like, I will never, even after I'm standing there in the comments box, I will never.
How I can just remember when we've had red flags.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what it is, but red flags always sort of go like, oh, something exciting is going on. So I remember them, they stick in my head. Like,
I get excited doing red flags.
Wait.
I did it great.
Does that mean that this one race sticks in your head? Now, it had a lot of red flags. It probably had the most red flags the race has ever had. We didn't even complete any green flag running. You might have heard of it. 2021 Belgian Grand Prix.
Only had 2 red flags.
Did it?
Yeah, not a patch on the 4 red flags we had in Australia this year. 4 red flags.
Yes, but
the drivers were much
everybody says it's
Belgium,
3 because they don't count the one that happened after the checkered flag.
Yeah, and I don't know why, because it was a red flag. So,
Yes.
yeah. Should have been.
Well, here is Devlin Di Francesco making his best impression of becoming the newest energy drink. Lemon and blue raspberry flavour cup, and I haven't tasted its fuel yet.
It's a bit gassy, yeah.
I don't know if it tastes like lemon or blue raspberry, but I don't really want to be the person to try that.
It runs on rainbow juice. Like a unicorn. Red flag! Oh dear, what's happened now?
Oh no.
Well, we've cursed it by...
red flags.
We've cursed it talking about red flags. I can't see anyone. Oh, it's Ilott. Sideways.
Ilott, no.
Callum Ilott has he got stuck in a runoff area? Where is he?
Is
I can't see
Mini Webb around?
Where is he? Yeah, he's got stuck he's got stuck in a runoff area. Yeah, so this will be a quick red flag to stop the session, as they'll get Ilott zooshed back around. Where is that? I can't tell what part of the track that's at.
This is coming down. Well, it's at the Honda corner.
Is that after the bridge? It is, yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's after the first half. No, it's not. It's turn 1. He's gone straight on at turn 1. How's he done that? That's a really weird place. He just locked up and got straight, and then the rear axle.
Remember, it is Callum Ilott, Josh.
Yeah, that's a good point. They'll refire him and get him going.
Welcome to the JB Motorsports craziness, everybody. Listen, here we have a wild Callum Ilott, assisted by a wild AMR safety team. And that said, wild Callum Ilott car has got refired and is going the very long way around the circuit.
If FIA did this, then they would disqualify him. Classic. FIA. Disqualifying Hauger?
Oh, that was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah, I never ever understood that. But
green flag.
Callum Ilott going the very long way. Green flag.
And he's got going. Ah, that's interesting. They've restarted the session when he's starting the track. Has he kept going? Yeah. Okay, that's new.
Yes. Does anyone know if Michael Massey is in residence at Nashville today?
I don't know.
Possibly. Possibly, yeah, possibly.
He was in Australia, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was interesting, definitely. Whatever you do, do not let Michael Massey near any NASCAR races, as that could end up very badly. And
we could be here all night.
And I know you've got NASCAR motor.
Massey was definitely in spot, giving Hamilton a penalty for no reason in the sprint.
I mean, Belgium was kind of where in 2021 where all the Michael Massey stuff started, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, yeah, mentioning Michael Massey and Belgium together, we're gonna get cancelled, boys.
Josh?
Yes, hello.
How many notes do you do for PSPL? Just a question.
2 pages.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm already beating you then with the amount of notes, so that's good. That's the only thing I was asking, okay? I'm already beating you then. Okay, that's good. That's fine.
Now Josh is gonna write down 100 pages.
Yeah. No, I was just replying to a text.
One PSPL
Power is that's at turn 2 at the pit exit. He's sideways. Now, they'll localise the yellow. I don't think he's damaged the front wing, but he's going to reverse. Yep, calm it down. And that is, I believe, going to be Linus Lundqvist coming out there. Yeah, and he was. And now he's going to slow it down.
Neves, white bottom.
Right, Cash Neves.
And Will Power, well,
red flag.
He's put his...
Yeah, sorry, Josh T. They red flagged it again.
That's going to be the end then of the session, no doubt. But, well, he put his foot to
Penske, where it wasn't. He put his
power
Penske,
pedal,
yeah.
but he powered the wrong way.
Let's have a look then. So this is going to be... I reckon he catches the rear and he's going to lose it in. Locks up. Oh, he knocked the suspension. Okay, that's what they were highlighting. Good spot from the NBC boys up in the box to highlight that. He's damaged the front suspension.
With heavy concrete impact, I hope.
No, I don't think he's done anything. So Power's in the wall, and the red flag's out, and the timer will tick down, and that is Dexter Patterson, who's gone off at turn 6 as well. In the other
cars
car.
isn't until a couple of weeks, Josh.
Who am I meaning to say? In the 55, Benjamin Pearson.
This is Benjamin Pedersen. Coming down into the same place where Callum Ilott did.
They've got the same number. It's so hard to tell. Your 55 is in grade.
Dexter Patterson has the 55.
Yeah, he did last weekend in Croft, and then he changed back. It was an anniversary thing or something like that. Can't remember why. But he, we had 250 for checker flags up by the way. 250 for Jenny. So yeah, Patterson. Dexter Pedersen. I think I know why I do it now, don't I? No, Benjamin Pedersen. That's it. I give up trying. I give up trying. That's the 3rd time. I've combined every possibility in their names.
I have...
Benjamin Pedersen resumes.
I have officially broken Josh.
Checkered flag with the red flag. Practice is over. As I give up trying.
This has been a very hilarious session, just because of how much waffle we've done, rather than actually focusing on anything in IndyCar.
Well, if you're watching us during the MotoGP rain delay, if we've been on here all day, hello. What a session it's been. Right, here's the results then from a very crazy session. Will Power is fastest, despite causing the red flag. It's Alex Palou, our championship leader, in 2nd. Alexander Rossi is 3rd. Pato Award 4th. Christian Lundgaard 5th. Colton Herter is 6th. David Malukas is 7th. Romain Grosjean 8th. Scott McLaughlin 9th. And Scott Dixon rounds out the top 10. Linus Lundqvist is 11th. Marcus Armstrong is 12th. Joseph Newgarden 13th. Carl Kirkwood 14th. Graham Rahal 15th. Helio Casneves is 16th. Callum Ilott 17th. Felix Rosenquist 18th. Then we get Venus VK in 19th. as they come down. 20th for Ryan Hunter-Reay. 21st, Jack Harvey. 22nd, Devlin Di Francesco. 23rd, Benjamin Pedersen. 24th, Agustin Canapino. 25th, Marcus Ericsson. 26th, Stingray Robb. And 27th for Santino Ferrucci. Well then, boys, let's have a wrap-up then of what we've got going on today. Josh T, what did you make of that session?
It was did we just really watch the practice session, or did we just chat for the
I think it was pretty much all of it, isn't it? Yeah.
Minutes?
Yeah.
It was chatting, but watching the practice session and willpower. Well, he's gonna have to gain some of his willpower back after that red flag.
Omi, what about you?
Well, same thing really as Josh. I wasn't really paying attention too much unless there were spins, lockups, or crashes. But yeah, most of it was just us waffling. So this will continue tomorrow, though. This will continue tomorrow.
Indeed. Let's quickly head down to the pits and hear from Linus Lundqvist.
We're not P1. No, I'm kidding. It's you know, neither me or the team we still don't know what to expect for this weekend, and it's only practice. There's no points. I don't think everybody was pushing to 100%, and I felt myself that there was quite a lot of time within it and just getting comfortable. But overall, I think we rolled out, had a very good package, so massive thank you to the team. Obviously, I still got plenty to work on, but you know, it's going to be a good night. Going to sleep on it and get a lot of impressions done, and then hopefully we can take another step tomorrow.
Good first step today. Kevin?
Will Power had an eventful session, fastest, and then a brush with the wall late in the session. And then, as you joked as we walked up, you almost jinxed yourself. You talked about, I'm ready.
Yeah.
It does feel pretty physical, yes?
Oh, yeah, it's physical. After that first run, I'm like, why would I say it's not physical? It is physical, yeah, bloody man, it's physical.
So we'll go in reverse order. At the end, what led to the contact with the wall?
I just locked a little bit on the way in, thought I was going to make it. Just didn't really. I mean, it didn't knock the suspension off, but it was enough to yeah. Yeah, that's not ideal.
Well, you found pace earlier than that. What do you like about what the setup is that you have?
Yeah, the car's really good. I mean, I think we're in a good window. I think all the cars are pretty similar. Yeah, it'll be about putting it all together when it counts.
Hands okay? When you brush the wall like that?
Thumb a little bit then because, yeah, it was we did jerk out of my hand pretty hard, but
what?
Nothing like when I did it. Just, yeah, a bit of a sore thumb. Okay. Pretty normal for IndyCar.
Thank you, Will. Dylan.
Okay, before we get called up on it, we're taking that off air right now. Okay, my thanks to Omi, my thanks to Josh T. We'll see you tomorrow. All the action, 4:40 British summer time for the next session, and then at 7:45, ready to go for qualifying. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye.